Thank you. Janet?
This topic is an interesting topic and an important topic. And it looks like we have 4 out of 5 that say no, don't mind one large school district. And it is kind of an odd question because the Southwest doesn't really deal with those kind of dependent school districts, as they call them. It's mostly a northeastern kind of thing. Maybe Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island more deal with it. So almost everybody here said no, one holdout. Okay. I think there's a few issues I want to ask you all that might be related to this. There's been a movement toward different types of schools being offered as alternatives. We started the magnet program as a reaction to the desegregation rulings. We started charter schools as a reaction to equalization. Do you all have any opinions on those types of schools? Do you think they'll work?
Well, I have an opinion that magnet schools do work, and I think anytime you can provide quality education, parents just love it and they clamor to get it. And that's why the magnet schools have been so successful in Houston. Charter schools, I think, are a good thing because they offer a level of competition for public schools. You know, we need to treat, to some extent, the product of education as a product and demand that our children get excellence in that product. And so to the extent that charter schools compete and lead by example, that's great. Now, there are some charter schools that don't lead by example, that are woefully underdependent, and we need to figure out a way to wax them off the planet so they don't exist anymore because they do a tremendous disservice to children. But I think the world of education is open to innovation, and I think we have to be open to trying different things. That was part of the concept that I was laying out, of trying to think differently about how we approach education and create these partnerships to make things happen. And I think the role of government is to try to lead and to try to create the resources to make it happen.
I would agree with Mr. Locke as well. Competition is important.
Excuse me, Annise, Roy Morales was going to speak out before we haven't heard from them on one of these issues.
No, I've been quiet during these sessions. One of the things that we've got to remember about that if we do see low-performing schools, state law does allow us to move our children. We've got to remember that and take advantage of that. I know that we do have these magnet schools, we do have these charter schools, and like Gene said, there's been some out there that we need to take out of business really quick. And they give the other ones a bad name. But I think our first step as parents, and parents need to be aware of this, and this is what I talked about, being involved as a parent. We've lost that. Or even as a grandparent that is taking care of the child. We need to start getting more involved.
Could I just say one short thing? A parent mother came to me not too long ago and said, let me tell you, I've got 2 daughters, and they're both in magnet schools. And one of them I have to drive north of 610 north, and the other one I have to drive to a magnet school south of 610 south. So why can't there just be a good school in my neighborhood? And I think she had a point. And if we're going to improve the dropout rate, nobody admits what the dropout rate. It's tragic. If you count middle school, it's probably about close to 70%. That is tragic. And I'll say a city is only as good as its schools. We got to start doing some things differently. And I think the mayor of the city needs to take a leadership role in doing things differently. It's very difficult. We don't have time to say what those are, but
Peter,
we can do it.
Thank you. Annise?
We have to raise the level of all of the schools, but competition and choice is a great thing. It is important. I support the full range of magnet schools and charter schools, and I've actually had experience with both HISD charter schools and independent charter schools, and we need to provide as many options as possible, including single-sex education for parents.
Thank you. TJ Huntley, do you have something to say briefly?
Yeah, I'd just like to say that some of the ideas that they pointed out were good. Charter schools are a good idea.
Thank you.